हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू माय स्ट्रीम। मैं हूँ आपका होस्ट और दोस्त जसमान। और आज हम वापस से खेल रहे हैं गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट। तो लास्ट टाइम हम जब गेम खेल रहे थे तो हम हमारे आर्कन क्वेस्ट से सॉफ्ट लॉक हो गए, क्योंकि एक मिनट, ये अभी हम सेरेनिटी पॉट में हैं, इसके लिए अनेबल टू इनिशिएट बता रहा है। बट ये टाइनारी के स्टोरी क्वेस्ट की वजह से हम आर्कन क्वेस्ट से सॉफ्ट लॉक हो गए। तो हमने नीलू का स्टोरी क्वेस्ट किया और सोचा था कि टाइनरी का बाद में एक साथ बैठ के करेंगे, क्योंकि मैंने सुना है वो काफ़ी बड़ा है। तो मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि अभी वो करते हैं। तो पहले तो हम ये पैरेलस ऑफ एल्केट्रेजी के पास में टेलीपोर्ट करते हैं, क्योंकि एक चीज़ और बहुत देर से मेरे को अनॉय कर रही है, वो है ये मैसेज कि चलो बार बार सैंटॉन को जाके मिल के आते हैं। हमारा साइड क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट हो गया। इसके लिए ये देखो, ऑल द 3 creatures हैव बीन ड्रिवन ऑफ जस्ट लाइक दैट। लेट्स गो बैक एंड टेल सैंटॉन। तो मैं काफ़ी टाइम से सैंटॉन ढूंढ रहा था और मुझे मिल नहीं रहा था, बट फाइनली थोड़ी देर पहले मैंने उसको ढूंढ लिया है। तो पहले जाके ये अनोइंग मैसेज हम बंद करते हैं। वो रहा हमारा सैंटॉन भैया, अब हमारा पीछा छोड़ेगा। You've driven off the savage creatures away. I haven't seen any yet, so how fearsome were those creatures? They weren't really that intimidating. Sounds like it was a cakewalk for you. I'm relieved to know those creatures are gone, though I'm a bitter that I didn't get to see them. It's common to see stronger predators beat their rivals to the prey. Haha, but I won't lose next time. We're not going to lose to you either. That's right. But isn't handling fearsome animals supposedly the duty of forest rangers here in Sumeru? Huh? Didn't I say so before? This is a commission I accepted from a forest ranger I know. Basically, तेरा काम हम लोगों ने किया. The recent issues with the Withering have occupied a lot of manpower, though I don't know much about the details. So jobs like handling fierce animal fell upon me. So that's why. Thank you very much for your help. Here's your payment. बंदे ने उल्लू बनाया हमें। अपना क्वेस्ट हमको चिटका दिया और बार बार आना ही कर रहा था हमें। इससे वापस एक बार बात करके देखते हैं। चलो कोई नहीं। अभी ये the quest location is involved in the start of contamination, जो है टाइनरी का क्वेस्ट। चिनवट रिवर, चिनवट रवीन। पाड़ी सारा
I only take orders from my employer.
बाय वसांती ग्रास फ्रॉम ए ट्रैवलिंग मर्चेंट। यही है ना भाई? Mahir.
Excuse me, I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass. Do you have any?
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed for the past few days.
Closed? Now that's odd. It's my first time hearing you say something like that.
It's a long story. Some of our goods were stolen recently. They were mechanical parts that we got from the academia. Although they're old models, they still fetch a good price on the market. Our caravans had to pull together Mora to afford those parts. Now that they've been lost, we'll likely come up short this trip. All the merchants talked it over, and we decided to raise the prices of our remaining inventory. Until this plan takes effect, none of us can privately sell anything.
I don't get it. If these goods are so important, then why not think of a way to get them back? Raising prices won't solve anything. At best, you're shoving the consequences of the robbery onto your customers.
बात तो सही है.
Mr. Forest Watcher, it's not that we don't want to. It's just the thief disappeared into the deepest parts of the forest. We asked around, and apparently the forest has been very unusual as of late. Anyone who goes in experiences mental anomalies. We can't keep waiting out here for the thief to come out. All we could do is come up with another solution.
So the bandit hid in the contaminated region after stealing those mechanical parts? How many people were there in total? Were they not affected by the contaminated region?
That crook came from the contaminated region. As for how many, there weren't any people.
People? Fungi थे क्या?
No people?
Even if I tell you, you might not believe me. Fine. The thief that stole our parts was a huge mechanical crab.
Crab?
What the heck? The Avidia Forest has creatures like that?
Is it that crab? I didn't see any in a Vidya Forest field guide.
To be honest, I'd rather not think about it. It moved too skillfully to be new at this. It came out of nowhere. Before we could react, it swiped our goods and ran away. We were all shocked. By the time we came to our senses, the thief was already long gone.
I see. If we help you retrieve your stolen goods, then business will return to normal?
Oh, but of course! Not only that, but you'll become one of our caravan's VIPs on all future purchases of any...
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful. Any leads on that mechanical crab?
Maybe one. After our goods were stolen, we specifically got someone to assess the situation. If you're interested, you can go and talk to them.
All right, we'll go and have a word.
Grow!
After the goods were stolen, I made multiple inquiries with nearby caravans and residents. It turns out that many others have also been robbed by that crooked crab. However, the crab only seems to be interested in machinery. Doesn't even bat an eye at other valuables. A caravan carrying a large amount of Mora had an uneventful trip, but another caravan had a child whose metal toy was taken.
Metal.
Whatever the case, that thing is a scourge. We'll eventually think of a way to get rid of it.
उसको metal की चीजें चाहिए.
That mechanical crab is fast, strong, and a pain to deal with. 10 of us might not even be able to take that thing head on. Didn't the academia ban research on mechanical life forms years ago? Where did that thing come from? Our salaries even got slashed because of it. Who would have thought that that robber wasn't a human, but a mechanical crab? This is rough.
I heard from the caravanners that there have been a lot of robberies lately, but we haven't been affected. We don't normally see the mechanical crab, and it doesn't disturb our daily lives. It only shows up when the caravans are here, and it runs back to the contaminated region after it's done making a mess.
You haven't tried capturing it?
We have, but it's too agile and fast. However, we did unexpectedly learn something the last time we tried to capture it.
Yeah.
It apparently lives in the deepest part of the forest, so instead of immediately moving its spoils, it first hides them nearby. Once its stash grows large enough, it moves everything in one go. You'll have to move fast if you want those goods back.
Hmm.
How are things? Did you make any progress?
We learned of its behaviors, but much still remains unclear. Assuming normal operational status, mechanical constructs generally act according to their given commands. If I were its owner, I'd command it to steal more valuable things, or the mora you made. That would be the most efficient method. But it only goes after mechanical components. This doesn't make any sense.
Right. It's really weird.
So, you all found a way to retrieve our goods?
Do you have any more mechanical parts with you?
क्या बेट की तरह यूज करेंगे अब?
Yes, I still have a small bag of samples. They weren't taken since I keep them on me at all times. Oh, are you planning to...
Under constant external conditions, organisms rarely initiate changes in their habits.
Hmm.
Here's what we know so far. It has mechanical composition, it lives in the contaminated region, and it comes out to steal mechanical components. If we have said components, we can lure it out, capture it, and then make observations for further conclusions. Well, chatting like this won't get us anywhere. We're only wasting time.
You're right. We don't have any other options right now. This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our goods back, the caravans will reward you generously.
We don't need anything in return, but I'll be keeping this bag. I may have other uses for it later. We'll also need to borrow a sumpter beast. Our act has to be convincing if we want the crab to fall for it.
Oh, yeah, no problem at all. If it means getting our things back, you can even borrow me to do whatever you need.
I'll have to decline that offer. Anyway, we'll use the mechanical components and sumpter beast to pose as a transiting caravan and lure out the crab. Once it appears, capture it. I leave the timing to you.
Don't worry, we're professionals.
Let's go. अभी मरते मरते बचे. इधर नहीं है क्या नाहिडा का? होना चाहिए था.
I see everything.
Yo, I see everything.
Looking at the trade routes and the contaminated region's current perimeter, the goods were likely stolen somewhere around here.
Then let's get to it. We'll definitely capture that criminal crab.
Okay, we'll start from here and have the sumpter beast with the components on board lead the way. This sumpter beast isn't familiar with us yet, so be calm and take your time with it.
The sumpter beast went ahead. Let's keep up with it. Hey, why'd it stop?
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry. The caravanners grew disheartened after their goods were stolen, so they probably didn't feed their animals as scheduled. Let's give it something to eat.
ले भाई. खाना खा और चल.
All right, it's moving again.
इसको ले लो, इसको लो।
Is that the mechanical crab the caravan was talking about? It's charging straight at us!
It looks strong. Be careful.
उड़ा इसको।
Committed to memory.
There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
Grow! Ouchie! The Temple of Wisdom! Yeah!
Shine down!
Just try to escape this time, you naughty caravan robbing crab! Hey! Playing dumb won't save you! Spill it! Why are you stealing so many mechanical parts?
It doesn't seem to understand us.
It doesn't seem capable of comprehending complex questions. Keep an eye on it. I'll search around the area for the caravan's goods. I don't know why you're stealing mechanical parts, but they don't belong to you. Stolen items must be returned to their rightful owners. Any objections?
It looks sad.
You came from the depths of the contaminated region, right? How about you help us with something? If you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical parts as a reward.
It reacted!
Does it understand us?
We can't be certain yet. Its excitement may be a simple, programmed response upon seeing mechanical components.
Okay, so you want the crab to lead us into the contaminated region?
That's right. The contaminated region has a large and currently expanding perimeter, so it would be difficult to conduct a thorough search. If we charge straight in, we'll get lost like headless pigeons. Also, our new friend here seems to be full of secrets. I've been studying this contaminated region recently, and I have a hypothesis of my own. So to be absolutely safe, it would be best to have a guide lead the way.
Paimon gets it now. Does the scuttler understand what you're saying?
It doesn't have to, as long as it isn't hostile towards us. I gave it some components that it will definitely take back to the contaminated region. So long as it doesn't attack us, we can simply follow along.
It seems to be really happy.
Listen to me. Wait for us here. No running off. We'll be back soon. If you're still here when we return, I'll give you another mechanical part as a reward. Understood?
Does that count as understanding us?
I'm not sure. But our priorities are to retrieve the mechanical components and to purchase Vasanti grass to make medicine with. We should return. But before we do, we need to set up a few traps. Can't have that crab escaping.
Oh, ये ट्रैप डाला है।
Everyone hold hands.
Okay, bloom damage.
I see everything. Don't be scared.
Into the wind. Time to go.
ये क्रैब इधर ही रहने वाला है, तो आई थिंक अभी भी अटके ही रहेंगे हम। Shinwa Traveen.
Oh! These are the mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got them back for us! Thank you all so very much. I don't know how I can repay you. Wait, didn't you want to purchase Vasanti grass? Don't worry about the price. They're on the house. How many do you need?
2 is enough.
No, that won't do. Here, I'll throw in some more.
No need. I've already received a reward from you.
Reward? You mean that bag of mechanical parts? They aren't worth much compared to this merchandise.
But those parts are very useful to me, just like the Vasanti grass. I retrieved the things you needed, and you gave me what I needed in return. We're even. Oh, and before we go, just a reminder. The forest has an intricate and biodiverse ecosystem. Even if there were no mechanical crabs, other dangers are still present. Take caution on this route.
Noted. Thank you all ever so much.
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can give the child medicine, the sooner he'll start feeling better.
This way, Trilulu.
चलो जाके ओ भाई इतनी देर से बच्चा भी मार था। हमने गलती कर दी स्टोरी क्वेस्ट ना करके। चलो अब बच्चा ठीक हो जाएगा। एक मिनट, कोई कैथरीन से बात करने वाला तो नहीं है ना क्वेस्ट? एक मिनट, ये लास्ट वाला क्या था? इवन बी स्टम्बल।
Oh, hi there, Traveler and Paimon. Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment. Do you need me to help grind the medicine?
No need. A precise dosage is required this time, so I'll do it myself.
Oh, okay.
But once I'm done, you can deliver the medication to the child. He gets a little nervous when I'm around for too long. I don't think he finds me very approachable. I'll go prepare the medication. Traveler, give me a hand.
How is he? Doing any better? I feel like he's doing a lot better, and his temperature is returning to normal. That's wonderful! Oh yeah, he asked me to tell you that Suna came by earlier, and he told her everything about the toy. Suna didn't get mad, so he wanted to thank you. Can I ask what happened?
It's nothing. Did you prepare the traveling gear that I asked you to?
Of course I did! Are you going somewhere far away?
Yes, we're going to the contaminated region. Judging by its size, we will likely have to stay overnight. I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
Huh? But I can't even begin to compare to you.
Many things are learned by doing, and once they've been done, you'll realize that they weren't as difficult as you once thought they were. Deal with problems as you yourself see fit. You don't have to emulate me.
That's right! You'll do great, Kale. All right, then I'll do my best. Master, Traveler, Paimon, take care of yourselves.
Don't worry, everything will be fine with Tenaria now.
You put too much confidence in me. Anyway, like you said, things will likely be uneventful. Let's return and find that crab.
The start of the contamination.
Commit it to memory.
Thank you. I feel much better now.
I can do this. I can do this.
Ashanti. अभी भी अटका पड़ा है इनटू द हिंडरलैंड। लगता है पूरा ही करना पड़ेगा टाइनरी का क्वेस्ट। ये क्या है? आ जाओ आ जाओ।
Everyone hold hands.
One with nature.
Yeah! Hit! Ha! Grow, grow, grow!
फंगल स्पोर्स की बहुत जरूरत है हमको।
We're here. This should be... Huh? Where's the crab? Did it secretly scuttle away?
The traps weren't triggered, so it should still be here. Odd.
ये रहा, छुपा था, छुपा हुआ था। It's here.
You honored our agreement and waited here until we returned. As such, I'll hold up my end and give you another mechanical part. Keep it safe. I'm not giving you another one if you lose it. Glad you're satisfied. If you want more mechanical parts, take us deeper into the contaminated region. I want to see what happened there. What caused the Avidia forest to become like this?
नाहिडा के बदले हम आयाका पे आ जाते हैं।
I await your instruction.
So this is the contaminated region that everyone's been talking about. Oh, it definitely looks different from normal. It's like really creepy and suffocating.
Do you feel unwell at all?
Doing fine so far.
Good. It's as I predicted. Elemental power confers a degree of resistance against the contaminated region's influence.
How do you know that?
Well, I haven't entered the contaminated region for a proper investigation, but I've conducted quite a few controlled experiments. My observations during our time here have all but confirmed my hypothesis. Look at these flowers. How are they different from normal?
They are more brighter.
This flower species is formerly known as the Sumeru rose, but it is also known as the leyline lodestar. They're sensitive to ley lines and emit varying amounts of light in response. Excessive brightness indicates a
Animals this entire time. The birds used to chirp really loudly, and there were a lot of foxes.
The contaminated region currently appears to have a critical efflux of ley line energy, which is probably the root cause of the patient's cognitive disturbances. Some animals have keen awareness. They sensed something abnormal in this area and fled. Like how plants have preferred growth conditions, we also gradually habituate to our surrounding environment. Climate, temperature, humidity reach a sort of homeostasis with their environment. This equilibrium is broken when the surrounding environment abruptly changes, causing people's bodies to react in abnormal ways. If normal fluctuations in temperature occur, then our bodies automatically adjust. However, the average person cannot adapt to changes in ley line energy, and so they fall ill.
Oh, I see.
Then why are we okay?
I'm not sure why you are, but he and I are fine because our elemental capabilities allow us to adapt to this kind of change. Of course, it's not a good idea to spend too much time in areas with concentrated ley line energy. The only one who can freely traverse this place is probably the mechanical crab. That's about it for the investigation. Help me find an open space. I want to test something.
हम इधर से आए हैं.
Environment. No wind. Target parameters.
डिस्कनेक्ट हो गई. एक मिनट देखते कि
A blade
Ek second.
embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
पता नहीं क्या हुआ और मेरी स्ट्रीम डिस्कनेक्ट हो गई. मैं एक मिनट चेक करता हूँ कि सेम ही स्ट्रीम चल रही है कि नहीं.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.